What is going on, everyone? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, here with a Fallout 4 Far Harbor video. Now, spoiler alert before I go any further, this video is going to be talking about the best Left Forgotten quest, and in particular the quest where you have to unlock someone's memories. That's all I'm going to say. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then please back out to avoid spoilers. But for those of you that know what I'm talking about, know exactly what's going to happen on screen right now. There is a section in this DLC for Far Harbor where you're required to unlock some memories of Dima, and there's a really tedious and time-consuming challenge where you need to redirect green beams around this digital map, if you will, to unlock the firewalls and then to extract the memories of Dima. Now, when I initially played these challenges, I was enjoying them. I thought it was something different, a nice change of pace. And then coupled with some of the game-breaking bugs that I found, and I know that that's, really unfortunate, and it shouldn't necessarily take away from this particular aspect of the Far Harbor DLC. But nevertheless, as a result of this, I was spending most of my stream last night trying to figure these things out. Now, in the end, they weren't all that difficult, I should say. There were some parts which were relatively challenging, but it was more so that it was a tedious and relatively time-consuming bit of the DLC that I want to ask the question to all of you guys. Do you think that it should have been included, or at the very least, do you think it should have been as long as it was? Again, initially I liked this particular challenge because it was different. It was kind of like, again, spoiler alert, towards the end of the main story in Fallout 4 where you're accessing memories. It was kind of like that, but this time around there were these challenges. But because I spent so much time doing these challenges that in the end took up a little bit of my playing time and got me frustrated, let's be honest, I'm wondering whether it was a good idea for that quest or for those challenges to have been included. Or maybe there should have only been, 3 memories to unlock. That fourth one just seemed to drag it along. It was a relatively difficult challenge. I'm not going to lie and say, I had no issues with it. I definitely did have issues. In fact, it's all on my stream of me getting very frustrated. Even some people in the stream were suggesting that they completed that particular challenge a certain way by hitting the beam to the side of the firewall, when that wouldn't work for me, and literally a number of people were saying, no, that's how it worked for me. Now, I'm not sure if they were trolling or not, because then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try this another way, and I ended up directing the beam from the front. But nevertheless, it seems that there are some frustrations with this particular challenge, and again, I just want to get your thoughts on whether you think it should have been there or whether you think it should have been as long as it was, because in the end, what I felt like, it took me out of the game. It broke the immersion so much for me, and I was really enjoying Far Harbor up until this point because of the story, because of the narrative, because of the characters in particular as well. And then after this challenge and after completing and unlocking all these memories, I felt a little bit deflated. Now, am I going to let this completely taint my opinion of this DLC so far? Of course not. I'm not going to be that silly. Maybe it was just one aspect of the DLC that I thought could have been much shorter, maybe some little challenges, but not as much as it was. But again, I would love to get your thoughts on this, guys. I'm not trying to start a huge debate or a fight about this. I'm just genuinely curious about your thoughts. Anyways, guys, that's all from me. This has been Lone. Please take care of yourself. And as always, keep fighting the good fight.